As you guys know, Russia has decided to issue a partial mobilization. 300,000 people are expected to get drafted. However, this article from The Guardian, a British publication, claims that the number of people is actually much higher and that it disproportionately affects ethnic minorities as well as protesters. So in this article, it talks about people who went to protest against the war and they got arrested by the police. And while in custody, they have been served the papers claiming that they're being mobilized. There's also other people who live in small towns and small villages, which have noticed massive number of people getting drafted. According to activist groups, they reported more than 3,000 people receiving their papers. And there have been even incidents where people who have 5 kids also got drafted, which having 5 kids should have excluded them from the draft. But people are denying this. They are saying that this is Western propaganda because, of course, Putin, who 2 years ago claimed that he would never invade Ukraine, would never lie in this situation, right? And it's the West that is making false claims, and you can't trust the media. So let's do a little bit of fact-checking. Let's see if there have been more than 300,000 people being drafted or not. This is the Counter-Strike Global Offensive chart, and it's really amazing at predicting global trends. Like, for example, during the height of the pandemic and the lockdowns in 2020, we can notice a peak in the number of players. And if we look here, we can notice when the mobilization order was given, the number of players significantly dropped from 1 million all the way to 490,000, and it's still dropping. So, fact check true. The mobilization definitely may have more than 300,000 people, given the fact that I assume more people that aren't playing Counter-Strike have been mobilized. And I would also want to stress out for people who haven't got it yet, this video does have a little bit of humor in it because the world is going to shit right now and there's nothing we can do about it. But taking our minds off of things and having a little bit of laugh might be just what's needed for us to get past the day. For those of you who have spent time on Twitter and have seen the videos with people getting served the papers and realizing just how unimaginably horrible it is to have to leave your family and go for a battle that you might not even want to participate in or you might even disagree with politically, is very difficult to watch. So I don't know whether or not The Guardian is speaking the truth. I do assume that by the huge number of people that are fleeing Russia right now, yeah, it might be more than the 300,000 because this is the way Eastern Europe does politics. The government most often lies. We know that the government lies. The government knows that we know it lies, but it lies nonetheless. So this is a culture adopted from the Soviet Union, which was brought into Romania, and I assume the same culture might still exist in Russia. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised overall if it's more than 300,000 people. Let me know what you guys think, though, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.